Hey Coach, this is Coach Van with Next Play Hoops, and today we are going to be taking a look at the Pistol Offense Playbook in our next video book preview. And the Pistol Offense is more of a transition secondary break offense that can get you attacking immediately, kind of the Mike D'Antoni 7 seconds or less type offense. We do give you a couple different continuity offenses that you can run, but we like to run this early in transition, get out, and if we don't have anything, we'll just go directly into a DHO, a dribble handoff, and sometimes the basic premise of it is just kind of a dribble handoff into a immediate pick and roll. So it's more like a three-man game. It's very simple, but it can be extremely effective. But in this book, we give you a ton of different options out of it that you can run and kind of put together as a series of plays. So this playbook has 234 different pages in it. It has 60 different quick hitters that you can use to counter how the defense might be playing you. We also give you 5 different entry plays, and we also give you over 100 different practice drills, so you can easily teach this to your team in practice. And so we're going to take a quick look here at the table of contents. Let me blow this up for everybody. Again, you got the pistol series here. And then we get directly into our pistol drills. We give you pistol shooting drills. We obviously want our players to be able to be comfortable shooting, coming off the pick and rolls or the dribble handoffs. And then that kind of leads us right into the next section that is our pistol pick and roll and DHO read drills. Playing in the three-man game, we want to make sure that our players, once they get the handoff or they're coming off the pick and roll, they know how to read the defense, they know how to read the tag man, and they can make the proper pass and make the proper read in the offense to get us the best shot. So let's go ahead and take a look at inside the playbook here. Again, we give you our transition break. Give you a quick little look at here. We want to get the ball out. It's kind of a numbered break here. Now we have a couple different options that we can do. Number 1 can pass to 2, kind of in 21 action, and then kind of go over. And then we have a ton of different options that we can run from that. But in the pistol, we basically just want to have number 1 go into a dribble handoff with 2. And here, this one's a little bit different. We can have 4 step in and set a drag screen. So we got the trailer number 4 coming, and this is our pistol action. So we go into a dribble handoff into that. In frame 3, you'll notice that this is just a roll and then a replace. So that's one thing you can run from it. You can see here is our BYU action. We call it BYU. That's just our terminology and vocabulary. And here you can see again, you can pass ahead in 21 action, or you can go into a DHO, but this time we have 5 lift. And so let's say 1 comes off in a DHO with number 2. 2 is going to get the ball and immediately attack off the pick and roll. Now you'll notice here 5 is going to roll and 1 is lifting behind. So number 2 has to read what X1 is going to do, because X1 might have to come in here and help tag the roll man. And if he does do that, then we're going to have a throwback pass to number 1 over here. But you can also see in frame 4 that 2 can pass to 3, to 4, hit 5 on the roll, or 1 on the throwback. Not to mention he might have a shot or be able to get all the way to the rim as well. So again, that's what the drills later on in the book are going to be about as far as making the proper reads. But that just kind of shows you how we want to get out early in transition. You can look, here's our BYU continuity action. This is just pistol continuity. Again, 1's coming up here in a dribble handoff with number 2. And then as soon as 2 is getting it, he's coming off number 5 here for a pick and roll. Now, if we don't have it, we can swing the ball from one side to the next. We go over here to number 4, and then 4 goes into a dribble handoff with 3. And again, this is just a continuity that you can run. 5's going to sprint back to the other side and set a ball screen for 3, and you just kind of run continuity from side to side. We do have some BYU 2 action here. Now what we do with this is we have a dribble handoff here to 2. 5 sets the screen for 2. This time in our 2, 5's going to set two screens. So he's going to set the ball screen for number 2, but then he's going to set another pin down for number 1. So after 1 gives the dribble handoff to 2, He's going to kind of set his man up and then come back off the pin down by 5, and then we kind of have some false motion on the weak side of the floor. So it just kind of gives you an idea of some action that we run. We also have, this is what we call BYU butter. Butter is our slip action. This time, this is, we'll just fake the screen this time on the pistol action, and then we slip it early. So we might get that. We got false motion, trying to decoy action to, so the defense can't help on that weak side of the floor. And here's some throwback action, kind of the same thing that we had earlier with the BYU 2, coming off, dribble handoff into the pick and roll, and then we set a pin down, wide kind of veer action there. And this one's a little bit different here with our BYU Utah 2 action. We come into a dribble handoff. Number 2 comes off the pistol action. But this time what we do is, and Utah 2 is our terminology and vocabulary again, but this time 4 is going to set the screen instead of 5, and then he's going to come straight down and get a second one. Now, you also could do roll and replace action here, and that's essentially what this is. If we do throw the throwback pass, we can have 4 reverse spin and kind of seal his man, or be able to pick and slip as well. So you got some options there. One thing I do kind of want to point out here, all of these drills, and here's some 21 action, just kind of a little bit different look here. Instead of pistol, it's kind of 21. So we have a mixture of 21 action and pistol action within this playbook. But I did want to point out that every frame you can see is color coded, very easy for the coaches to understand what's happening in each frame. We give you full descriptions below each frame as well, so that way coaches understand what's going on. And we try to give you some teaching points too, whether it's like, okay, we want the player to slip here, here's the read we're looking for, here's option A, B, C, D, things like that. Like you can see even in this play here, we got an option B with a 21 pin. And all of these playbooks are printable. You can bring them to and from practice or a game. You can also use them on your desktop, laptop, or iPad or iPhone. You can share them with your assistant coaches and make sure that everybody's on the same page. So, pretty cool that you have all those options, and they're accessible on all platforms. So let me just kind of scroll down. This is, again, all of our counter plays that you can run. 21 action, pistol action. And then we get into our pistol offense drills that we use. We start off with 1-on-1, 2-on-2. We break it down to 3-on-0 and to 3-on-2, 3-on-3, and kind of build it all the way up. So you can kind of choose the drills that you want. We got some pistol shooting drills here. You'll see here, let me give you a quick little look at one of the drills here too. I'll blow this up a little bit so everybody can see. This is just a basic, it's called USA layups. And again, everything's color coded for you. And this is, you can use this as a warm-up drill in your practice or even your pregame warm-up. But again, everything's color coded, full descriptions. You can understand the rotations. Might look a little confusing, but once you kind of go through it a few times and read over it, it's pretty simple. But just kind of gives you an example of one of the drills that we have in here. And again, pistol shooting drills. That was a layup drill. Here's a pistol shooting drill we use. Just number 1 comes off, dribble handoff, and 2's coming around, and we're doing that little pull-up jumper right there from the elbow. Make sure that we switch sides so we can run it on both sides of the floor. And then we even kind of add an option B here where dribble handoff, 2 comes off, and then we got to drive and kick for a shot if X3 was to step off and help. So we just want our players kind of getting used to the offense, and we're teaching them how to take game shots, game spots, game speed, and take shots in practice that they're going to take in a game. Here's our pistol shooting drill number 2, dribble handoff. This time we got 2 coaches over here with a basketball. Number 1 comes off, dribble hands off a 2 into pistol action, and then we take a shot. But you'll notice here in frame 2, 5 is after setting the pick is going to roll, receive a pass from the coach, and then number 1 is going to come back and get a throwback pass here as well. So we're simulating a couple different actions that I kind of showed you earlier in this book. So again, just another drill, an example. Lastly, we're going to get into the pistol pick and roll and DHO read drills. Again, we're going to get our players comfortable in reading the tag man and the plays the reads that they should be making. So again, 234 pages in this book, over 60 different quick hitters, and over 100 different practice drills that you can use. So if you have any questions, you can always email me at coachvan@nextplayhoops.com. Other than that, we will see you at the next video. Thanks, Coach.